Alright, shooting an indoor video with my outdoor video camera. What we're doing, we're working on the 200-year-old romantic guitar. One of the harshest problems we had to deal with was warping of the backwood. This originally had a three-piece back. The joinery was overlaid with what looked to be almost like a walnut veneer. Over time those pieces had warped, and that's one of the most difficult processes to deal with warped wood. So I'm going to show you how we're going about it. We take our heat gun. You'll notice it's marked hot because it's so easy to forget that tip gets 8 billion degrees. This particular wood back piece is just damp. We're going to go over it, heat it up. The reason we're doing this is because the heat and the water is what helps the wood fibers expand, and then when it dries it takes a new shape, or it takes the shape that you give it. So this is just light heat that we're applying to the surface because we don't want to shock it too bad and have it crack for this next process we're going to do, which is take it right to the sink where we have a good hot water supply that's ready to go. Alright, there it is. And give it a bath. Wet, 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 all the way. Completely wet. 100%. Soaking wet. Okay, just get kind of the sopping wetness off. And we'll walk back over to our little work table we've made here. Okay, now we're going to set the sopping wet piece down. That was hot, wet water. On top of that, we're going to lay a jig. This little piece of acetate that I'm putting on right there is just to help release, make sure the jig doesn't sweat. Oops, the jig doesn't stick or bind. Okay, here's the jig. It goes over it. That's just a piece of scrap cut to the same size as the back piece. And then there's some tricky camera acrobatics here. We're going to put in clamps. These are the, hold on, I'm going to set the camera down real quick. Let me get these in place. Hold on, you'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. Okay, so now what we do is we've clamped that jig with these are the screwy bar clamps. They have the ones where you can just tighten them with your by ratcheting them down. I don't like those. I like the screw ones a lot better. We put them in, you know, thumb and finger tight. Don't need to go stupid. Don't want to go too soft. C-clamp there in the middle, and then there it is. So we have the hot, or that's been run under hot water, back panel right there, clamped between the table and the jig. And the crazy part about this is not a one-time process. We're probably going to have to repeat this 10, 15 times. Here's a side panel that I've been working on for a while, and here's the same jig that I made, the compression jig, and this one was really bad when I got it. It's finally approaching being relatively flat. It's probably going to need 2 or 3 more treatments, but rebending and shaping warped wood is a serious task. It requires heat and time and patience, and even on perfect, like if you're talking a brand new modern factory guitar from the machine age, you know, this thing's 200 years old. It's 100% built by hand, so given its age and the way it was put together, there's certain exceptions people are willing to make for condition. But like, let's say you had to do this on a 1982 Martin that just got screwed up or somehow, you'd have a real tough go of it. This is not an easy process. It can be done. People have done it on modern guitars, but it involves a lot of heat, a lot of water, a lot of clamping, a lot of time, a lot of sanding, potentially planing and resurfacing. So shaping warped wood on guitars, this is the process we're doing for the romantic guitar. I just wanted to make this little video. Sorry for the video and audio quality, but I wanted to make it because there's really nothing else out there that talks about how this process is done. And this is the third one I've had to do now, and maybe just thought this might be of help to somebody. Okay, thanks.